says I'm live, but let me double check because it always takes a couple minutes. Comments. YouTube. YouTube. Yes, it says I'm live. Okay, good. I didn't want to start and have it connect and not work. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me at Birdie in the Books. Thank you for people that are watching brand new and for people coming back. I greatly appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button because I haven't exactly made a schedule yet. So this is a new series that I want to start on my channel of since I'm going to be doing not as many like TBRs and things like that. I wanted to do like a weekly wrap up, a weekly reading wrap up because I read a little bit of everything. Hi, Raph. How are you? It won't want to click on it. There we go. My computer's being very slow. I'm sorry. How are you? I need to get you on my channel, Raph. We need to set that up soon because there's a couple things I want to run by you. So today I'm just going to discuss what I've been reading. I've been reading, I finished one thing. I am still reading 3. So this is the thing that I finished. Yeah. Hild. This was very different for me. I love literary historical fiction, but I've never read anything by this time period. I highly recommend it. The only thing that I gave it a 4. I don't expect anything different. That's awesome. But I read Hild on, funny enough that Raph is here because he recommended it to me. I really enjoyed it. I gave it I gave it a 4 on Goodreads because Goodreads doesn't let me do the half-star thing. I'm definitely going to read the sequel. Since you're here, Raph, maybe you can answer this question for me. Is the sequel after the second one, is it done or is it going to be continued? Because you've read this before. But I've never read any historical fiction about the Anglo-Saxon period and about a, what would you call her? I guess she's Saint Hilda, so a saint when she was a child, and she ran monasteries. But this covers from when she was very, very young to about 18-ish. But I highly recommend. I don't want to spoil because this is really interesting, but I'm definitely going to pick up. I actually already have the sequel. But this is the only book that I finished this week. This was a chunker. The chapters were really long, though. Some chapters were like 2.5 hours on audio. Let me get to. And this other book that I started, I'm so excited. This was so good. Breath of the Dragon by Fonda Lee and Shannon Lee. A lot of people might not know this about me, but I'm a huge fan of Bruce Lee. My dad used to do karate, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu when I was a kid. So I grew up watching Bruce Lee's films with my dad and all that stuff. And my dad had all of his like nonfiction writings that he wrote while he was alive. So Bruce Lee has a huge part of my childhood. So when I heard this was happening, this was one of the very few purchases I allowed myself this year, because I am doing a low buy year via books. But this one I'm really excited. Fondly wrote the Greenbone Saga, which I'm in the middle of. I gotta continue. And Shannon Lee is Bruce Lee's daughter. So this was an automatic pickup for me. But I'm only a couple pages in, and I have a feeling that this is going to be like a 4.5 or a 5-star. Okay, so there it is continuing. I was wondering because of how open-ended she left Hild, and I knew that the sequel was coming out when I started it. I already had the sequel because a friend gifted it to me. So I'm going to definitely pick that up within the next month or two. I'm really excited. This was one of the first purchases of the year because this came out the 18th, I believe, for me. But yeah, I'm really excited about it. You're going to see me totally geek out about the stuff that I know since I was a kid. And the other two books that I'm reading, I'm rereading Emma by Jane Austen. And I am reading The Teller of Small Fortunes via audio by Julie Leong. It's a cozy fantasy. Really cute so far. I'm about halfway through, a little bit past 50%. And it's just like a warm blanket of a book. Like with a lot of things going on, this is kind of what I needed. Okay, that was the next question I was gonna ask you because I know there's a time skip between book 1 and book 2. Good to know. Thank you. I apologize. My allergies are horrible. But then I'm going to do a little bit of a haul. I don't normally do hauls, but I took some Christmas money that I got and bought some things that I knew I wanted to buy for projects. This was recommended to me by my friend Elle on Instagram. The Lover by Marguerite Ducasse. I hope I'm saying that name correctly. I think that there's a huge gap in my reading of translated works, and this is translated from French. This is about a young girl in the 1920s, I believe, 1910s, 1920s, that has a relationship with an older man. And it's 117 pages, so it's technically a novella, I think. Oh, which one? Which one? Oh, which one should I give you? Ooh, toughie. There's two starting places that I would recommend, but I think you should start specifically because I think you'll enjoy the humor with Pride and Prejudice. And if you want to, no pressure, but if you want to ever have like a conversation about it, let me know. I'll gladly pop on your channel if you want me to. Oh, I can't wait to get your. I'm scared that you're gonna hate it, and then it's gonna like break my heart. But I won't. If you don't like it, I won't judge you. But I'm afraid that it'll break my heart. But I hope you like it. Sorry. This one is chunky. This one's a bit heavy. This one was recommended to me by my friend who also has a channel, Alyssa at Nerdy Nurse Reads. This is Foster Dade Explores the Cosmos. It's about when he was in college, and it's a college loosely based on where I went to school. because the author went to school near where I went to college. So I picked it up and I saw it at a used bookstore for $5. So I picked it up. It's chunky, but I'm looking forward to it. Oops. Here we go. Ooh, Northanger Abbey is like the general place that I tell people to start. And if you want to be specific, Northanger Abbey, even though it was the last book published, because it was published after she passed, it is the first book she wrote. So she wrote it when she was about 17 or 18, but it was published after she passed away because they found the manuscript when she passed. The Northanger Abbey is fantastic. It's one of my favorites because it's fun. It's goofy, it's fun. It actually makes you laugh out loud. I highly recommend. But I'm a huge Jane Austen fan. But I think you would either like that, or I think you would also really like the implications of what's happening during the time period of Mansfield Park. Because she tackles a lot more heavier topics in Mansfield Park. But this one I think is based on Princeton. A novel about a tragic scandal at an American prep school told from a literary investigation. I'm not a huge fan of like dark academia books, but this one sold me. So I'm gonna probably do a discussion on this. And this was one of the books that I purchased from a gift card a friend got me for Christmas. Going along with Breath of the Dragon, a fantasy based on Bruce Lee's teachings, I picked up Bruce Lee, A Life by Matthew Polly. It's a biography. I know a lot about him, but I've never technically read a biography. Like, I've read the books my dad had when I was growing up, like about his teachings and all those kind of things, but I don't know why. I just picked up Breath of the Dragon and just thought I want to read a nonfiction to go along with it, because one of my 2025 goals is to read more nonfiction. Don't worry, I'm not going to become a nonfiction channel like solely, but I definitely want to read more nonfiction that I physically own, because this year is the Read What I Own challenge. Because I own a lot of books, physical, Kindle, and audio. So I'm mainly going to be working on my own books, but I wanted to have some nonfiction along with my fiction to like break it up, and maybe do a video on like Breath of the Dragon and how it relates to what actually went on in Bruce Lee's life. So there's that, and there's one other book. No, two, I'm sorry. Whoops. If you know me at all, I'm a huge Disney fan. This has been used, a Hercules retelling from the Muses' perspective by Farah Rashan. I've read Farah Rashan's previous work when she was writing contemporary romance, which I really enjoyed. And then I got really excited when I saw that she was writing in the Disney universe. So this I'm definitely picking up in February. So, and this is another book that I plan on picking up in February. Jam on the Vine by LaShonda Catrice Barnett. This is, it was recommended to me by my friend Dee Dee at Brown Girl Reading. She's fantastic. If you don't follow her, everyone that I've mentioned is linked down below if you don't follow them. Let's see. Let me find the. I'm trying to see a part that's not just a blurb so I can give you kind of an idea. Jam on the Vine stands on its own as a powerful coming-of-age novel and is also a sharp reminder that the critically important role played by African Americans when it comes to writing and newspaper. I have a background in journalism, so when I found out that this was about women that wrote for the Black-owned newspapers, I picked this up, and it's not that long. So I'm really looking forward to this. It's out of my normal genre of reading, but I'm really looking forward to this. I'm trying to open up my reading horizons, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I haven't been reading as much this week. My partner is really sick, so it's been an interesting week. But I'm really hoping to get to my main two focuses are I'm reading The Teller of Small Fortunes by Julie Leong for a book club that I'm a part of in person, or not in person, like via the internet. It's a small group of friends. And I'm really hoping to finish Breath of the Dragon. And I have a loose TBR for February. But I know this is shorter than I was expecting, but that's okay. Thank you for everybody watching. Thank you, Ref, for watching in the being here live and interacting in the comments. If anybody's watching after the fact and just want to tell me what you're reading right now, you can do that in the comment section down below. And I'm hoping to get these out weekly to be more consistent with making videos in 2025. So this is a way that I'm meeting myself in the middle instead of making a TBR and a wrap up. I'm just going to do weekly reading updates. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Bye. Thank you, Raph.